Hey, it's Jonathan Toshnik. I got the question that many of my friends that are successful have college degrees. I'm in the business. I'm young in the business. I'm just getting started, and I'm a bit concerned at times that because I don't have a college degree, that I didn't go through accounting and management, all the business classes, that it might hinder me or really slow down my success. And really, the question was that this individual is concerned that maybe this is going to be a negative and they're wondering if they should go back to college and get some classes. So I'm going to give you my incredibly controversial opinion of college. And before I do, it's really important to know that I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Information Systems and Business. And so I have a college degree. So now my opinion. I think college for the most part is a giant waste of time. And so that offends an incredible number of people. And a lot of people probably don't want me to share my opinion because they don't want their kids to hear it. I honestly don't care if my kids go to college. And again, sounds very blunt, very, you know, very concerning to a lot of people that I'd have such an opinion. And why in the world would I not care if my kids go to college? But here's the facts. What I care about and what matters and what determines your success has zero to do with if you could go to college and you could drink for 5 years and party with the best of them. What matters is when you figure out what it is that you love to do, will you sit down at night? Will you read the books? Will you pay $2,000 to go to the seminars? Will you get into a mastermind group and work and associate with other people that are where you want to go, where you want to be, other people that are getting it done and doing it? Will you go hang around the guys you want to become? Will you go do all the hard stuff that nobody else is willing to do because you really want to make it? Maybe you don't think that, hey, you don't really believe you could become a millionaire in the business. That's fine. You're wrong, but that's fine. So maybe all you want to do is create a business that generates hundreds of thousands of dollars and gives you and your family a nice lifestyle and gives you some freedom and lets you go home at night and have dinner with your family and not have to work every night after hours and not be able to enjoy your kids, go to the kids' baseball games and things of that sort. Maybe that's all you want. And if you think that you have to go to college to be able to do that, I'm telling you, you're dead wrong. All you have to do is be willing to work hard, which I'm convinced you probably already are willing to do that. You've got to be willing to read. You've got to be willing to learn. You've got to be willing to learn some accounting. You've got to be willing to learn some marketing. The college stuff, it really doesn't matter, to be super honest. You can go out and learn everything you need. Now, that doesn't mean you don't take a college class. It doesn't mean you don't go take Accounting 101 and Accounting 102 and you don't learn how to read a P&L and balance sheet, which they teach in college. Those classes were great. It doesn't mean you don't go take at college a basic class about how to learn how to use Excel and Word and how to use a computer. You've got to know that. It doesn't mean that you don't learn how to type quickly, things of that sort. So what I believe in is not a 4-year degree where you spend tens and tens of thousands of dollars. I'd rather see you work your butt off, learn all the stuff you need to learn, take that money you would have invested in college, invest it in your business, invest it in you, invest it in your education in a different way. Learn from the guys that are the best in the world on marketing. Learn from the guys that are actually running companies that totally get finance. Read books like The E-Myth and learn from the guys that write books about how to build companies that will set you free so you can go out and have a life and you don't have to do every single task in your business. Learn everything you can, work hard, listen to audio books, do that stuff. That's the education that matters. That's the real world education. Not whether or not you could sit through 8 hours of classes in college a day and have your parents pay for it. Not whether you could go party and drink at night. None of that stuff matters. I do not think that college teaches common sense. I don't think that most colleges teach logical thinking. I just don't think you're going to get the stuff that's going to make you a great entrepreneur. What makes you a great entrepreneur is when your phone rings, will you answer it? When you have a problem in your company, will you call the client and apologize in person and not send an email because you're scared to talk to them? Will you make the hard decisions? Will you put yourself out there and stretch yourself and learn and become better and do all the things that it takes to take yourself to the next level? If you'll do all that and build that knowledge and education for you, and you have enough self-motivation to do it on your own, you don't need college. You don't. College is for people that don't know where they're going, or that want to be doctors and lawyers and need a professional certification. And in that case, you've got to have college. You've got to have those degrees. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to build a business, you don't need college. You need an incredibly great work ethic, and you need to be an implementer. You need to be the guy that when somebody says, we've got to get this done, you get it done today. You can't be the guy that says, okay, well, next week I'll get to that, or 2 weeks from now I'll get to that. You can't be the guy that doesn't learn marketing. You can't be the guy that doesn't understand finance. You can't be the guy that doesn't understand your numbers and you run yourself into great financial debt. You can't be any of that. You've got to educate yourself and learn that, and you've got to put yourself out there, and you've got to stretch yourself, and you've got to do stuff that you're scared to do, but that's what makes you great, and that's what leads to an exciting business, and that's what leads to an exciting life. You got to get around guys that are doing what you want to do, where you want to go, what you want to be, and when you get around them, you get energy and motivation, excitement, and they open up new worlds to you. They show you new things you didn't even know existed. You learn things that you had no idea about, and then they open up this, you implement, you do, you get that stuff, you accomplish a new level in your business, and you move to the next level. Surround yourself with new people. They open up yet again new worlds to you. That is how you get where you want to go. That's how you make a lot of money. That's how you get really successful. Sitting in class, listening to a teacher tell you how to do something that he read in a book and he never did himself does not teach you how to go do it and be an entrepreneur. That teaches you how to have a job and work for somebody else and let somebody else be in control of you. If you're trying to start a business, clearly you've had enough of that life. So I am not super positive on college, but I am a fan of college for all the kids out there that don't know what they want to do in life. They haven't figured it out yet. They don't know where they're going. Unfortunately, we don't do apprenticeships anymore. And most kids that go to work for McDonald's don't take it serious. It's just a job, and they don't look at it and really learn all the cool things that are going on inside McDonald's that they could learn from and better themselves, in terms of how they run that company as just an incredible operation. Most kids at that age don't know to look at it from that standpoint. So, and I understand that. So if you're the kid, if we're talking about a kid that doesn't know where they want to go, college has value. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to build something, college is not what you need to be doing. You need to be getting your own books, going to your own seminars, meeting the people that you want to meet to get the skills you need, and taking very select classes. So if you've already got a degree, great. If you don't have a degree, if you're letting that hinder you, if you're letting that hold you up, if you're letting that scare you, that is a gigantic mistake. Don't make it. College is not going to determine your success or failure. The only thing that's going to determine your success or failure is if you will implement and if you will get out there and stretch yourself and learn, and you'll network and you'll grow and you'll learn all those skills that are required to be a great business owner. If you'll do all that, then save all that money that you're going to spend on college. Get over the guilt. Don't worry about it. You didn't need college. Go build a business. A lot of the very, very successful individuals that I'm friends with that have big companies that make 6 and 7 figures a year take-home pay, a lot of them didn't go to college. So keep that in mind. Don't worry about it. Just go build a business and be one of those guys that implements and gets it done and learns on his own without somebody else telling him what to do. Hope that helps.